Hello there, all Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Welcome back to Radiant Moon Tarot. My name is Victoria, and we are pulling out messages for October 2025 for all of you singles out there looking for new love. So if you are single, ready to mingle, let's see what the cards have to say for you. For you guys specifically, Aries, the beginning of the month is going to be quite important for you. We do have a full moon in your sign on the 6th, and that is the same day that Mercury enters the sign of Scorpio. So your intuition will be heightened. You might be having some very interesting dreams. Do pay attention to those. And of course, that full moon can be the end of a chapter, the end of a cycle for you. And it can also be where something comes to fruition. So through the month of October, we do have this heightened sense of something in the wind. A door may open for you. So some of you may already have someone in mind, perhaps someone that you've seen from afar, or maybe you've talked to a little bit once in a while. So whatever your situation is, there could be something blossoming there, or there could be more of a potential for something to get off the ground. But we can also have some surprises as we move through October. On the 13th of October, Venus moves into the sign of Libra. Heightened energy for attracting partnerships in your life, especially romantic partnerships. Venus, the planet of love, and in the sign of Libra, Venus is at home in the sign of Libra, one of its planetary rulers. So this is really positive energy here for partnering up with people, meeting people. You got to get out of the house sometimes though, so don't forget to do that as well. This is also on the 13th of October, the same day that Pluto turns direct in the sign of Aquarius. So you could be, someone may be revealing something to you. Pluto is the planet of change, right? But it is also one of bringing things to light, right? Something that has been hidden may be revealed to you there. But it is also one of power, personal power, and transformation. So this can be opening those doors for some really positive change in your love life there. And on the 21st of November, we've got a new moon in Libra. So really great time to set those intentions, work with that lunation there, and manifest love into your life. We've got to be open to it, right? We've got a perfect time to work on your heart chakra and open yourself up. We have your 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel, showing up for you here. Your 5th chakra, your throat chakra, is open, wide open here. So get ready to talk, to communicate. Let your voice be heard, and work with the energy of Archangel Gabriel to help you to maybe get some courage to talk to new people, or say yes where maybe normally you would hesitate. Some fear may hold you back. Okay. Archangel Gabriel can really help you in all of your lines of communication. So really beautiful energy there. But remember the power of your voice, the power to say yes, the power to say no. We have broken heart energy here as well. However, the good news is that this is in the reverse. So this is a time of healing and transformation for you. If you've been a little hesitant to really open the door to love, perhaps there's been, of course, some heartbreak in your past, or maybe there's something going on right now where you feel that something's not quite going your way. Your feelings that you may have for someone may not be reciprocated. So there could be some disappointment there. Now there could be a significant turning point for you there, or there is a reason behind this. The universe is protecting you from something that may not necessarily be right for you. Sometimes we really are looking for love and we want everything to be that connection. And so Spirit says here, no, we got to let it go. So sometimes we purposely do say no and we let go of things, so that because there's something a little bit better that is down the line for us. Sometimes we have to be very patient, and in all matters of the heart, right? Not everything happens overnight, but sometimes a little bit of magic in the air can be. So you are entering a time of healing and of positive transformation and opening your heart to love. We also have retreat coming in here as well. It's time to disconnect from the world. So some of you here, you may need a little bit of quiet time, a little quiet space to yourself, especially as we come along that full moon in your sign. Perfect time to do some meditation, do some contemplation, or do some closing release ceremonies, cleansing and purging at that time. It can really be helpful for you. And you know, it's been a long 6 months for a lot of people. So look back to the new moon that we had in your sign 6 months ago, and what were your intentions? What was going on? Were you trying new things, meeting new people, or did you put yourself on the back burner? So it's time to retreat just a little bit and just really reconnect with your heart, reconnect with your own energy. And what do I want? What am I looking for? Be open to possibilities, right? But we have to open ourselves up for love. We also have soulmate energy coming in here for you. What everyone wants to hear. Yes, this is your soulmate. So some of you have already met somebody here, and maybe you felt a little click. Perhaps you can't quite put your finger on it. You're not sure why you're drawn to this person. It doesn't matter for the whys. Our souls are connected in ways that sometimes we can't necessarily understand or comprehend. It just is. So you may have already made this connection, but this is also Spirit showing you that the doors to love and the doors to meeting a soulmate, your counterpart, and another person are opening for you now. We also have finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So some of you may have put love on the back burner because you've got personal things going on. There's some things that you need to deal with for you to feel safe and secure. Perhaps you've been dealing with a past relationship. You've been perhaps dealing with some legal matters tied to those things, right? And they might have not just your money, but your energy tied up to get that closure that you need before you can move forward. So some of you may have that wrapping up, right? And with that throat chakra energy coming in, this can be a time of negotiation or resolving those issues. But also some of you here, right, you've been very focused on your career path, on making some money, and perhaps love has taken a backseat for you. So this can certainly be at play. So the question that we ask when we get this card quite often is, do you have time for love? Have you made sure? The universe can send you a million different possibilities, but unless you've made a little bit of time and space in your life, or you're willing to rearrange things just a little bit to connect with somebody, to go out, we sometimes close the chapter that way. So really do kind of have a look at that, right? Yes, you have to make money, you've got career goals, right? Perhaps a person coming in may also have put love on the back burner. They may also have been focused on their career and getting their finances in order and feeling quite stable in their own lives, right? Which is not a bad thing to have in a partner, right? Better than those partners that a partnership should be, give and take a little bit on both sides, right? But sometimes we get those ones that are just the takers. And so someone who has been focused on making a secure financial existence for themselves is not necessarily a bad thing. And same thing with you as well, right? Sometimes, we have to focus on the material world. We have to focus on those things before we can shake things up and welcome in some love. But we've got the King of Cups. Wow. So the King of Cups, as far as love goes, this is romance and love all around. The King of Cups is a very wonderful potential connection there for you, soulmate candidacy for sure. And this can be really exciting person. The King of Cups is that kind of connection, that kind of person that would sweep you off your feet. But they're mature in love. They're kind, compassionate, they're generous, but they're mature. They're not going to play games with you. They may knock on your door to pick you up for a date and bring you flowers. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a male with the King of Cups. It can be someone that's a little bit bolder. And even women can embrace the masculine side, right? Take the initiative, take action, take charge, take the lead, right? So whether this is you really stepping up into your confidence and your personal power, and you're like, I'm going to go and I'm going to ask someone out for a date. I'm going to take the first steps. I'm going to take charge of my love life. But this can be that masculine person doing the same thing. They want to ask you out on the date. They want to take you out somewhere. They want to shower you with affection. They've got a lot of love to give. And again, with it being a king energy, kings are not players. Kings tend to commit. They know what they want. They know what they're looking for. And they're confident in themselves that they are willing to open their heart. So beautiful potential connection right there. We've got the Ace of Pentacles here as well. Now the Ace of Pentacles can bring some luck to your table. It also brings new beginnings. It can bring some financial rewards here as well. So for those of you, again, you've been focused on your finances, your career path, making a name for yourself or getting yourself stable, there could be something here that comes in as an offer or an opportunity. This can be a financial situation with your past that is being resolved here with this. This can be a new job. This can be a windfall of some kind, but this could also just be that lucky break. The aces do represent new things, new partnerships, new possibilities, the seed of something that can take root, take hold, and blossom into something beautiful and stable, something for the long term. Everything starts with that seed. Everything starts with that new beginning. And the Ace of Pentacles, right, when we are talking about earth energy, when we're talking about Pentacles energy, Pentacles do take a long time to blossom and go to fruition, but they also bring some stability and some security. And something that you can, something real, something tangible, something that you can touch, something you can count on, something you can depend on. So your King of Cups with your Ace of Pentacles, yes, this can be perhaps some rewards, something you've been working hard for in regards with your money, your career. But this can also represent a wonderfully mature, loving person who's not afraid to commit. They take their time, but ultimately, this is rewarding. So this can be beautiful. But the Ace of Pentacles right here, bright and shiny. The Ace of Pentacles is a wonderful, wonderful card to get. All the aces are good. All of them represent something new, fresh life into your current circumstances. But the Ace of Pentacles specifically brings extra dose of luck for you. We also have the Four of Swords. Now, the Four of Swords is a wonderful energy. It is one where we can take a break. We can relax. We put our mind at ease. It is one of meditation. And remember, up here we have the retreat card, right? So this is a time of meditation and contemplation, and putting your mind at ease, connecting with spirit, and maybe setting some intentions, right? So in meditation, we set intentions for something new and new love, and the kind of love that we are looking for, right? Whatever that looks like to you, everyone needs and wants something a little bit different. But the Four of Swords is like, I can put my mind at ease. I don't have to struggle. I don't have to worry. I don't have to stress about love. And Spirit's trying to put your mind at ease and bring you some nice calm vibes. Some of you could potentially, with that Four of Swords, can represent rest and relaxation. So it not only can it be about meditation and putting your mind at ease, but this can also represent that you, if you're going on a trip, a vacation of some kind, that you could potentially make some magical connection while you are on vacation, because you're relaxed, you're not worried about things, you're just enjoying life, and this is where you attract things to you like a moth to a flame. The blessings headed your way. We've got the Two of Pentacles. Ooh, so the Two of Pentacles can represent weighing up your options. So multiple possible suitors there. So it is a blessing for you, right? You have your pick. So for some of you here, you know, you could be on like a dating app or something, and your blessing is being able to choose wisely. Or it's just the floodgates all of a sudden open for you. So if you've been feeling like things have been stuck in your love life, right, all of a sudden those doors open for you and you're like, whoa. But it's not necessarily a bad thing, right? Because you can be discerning when you have options. The Two of Pentacles does also show typically an energy of we're juggling things, we're juggling time and responsibilities. We've got a lot on the go, but we're keeping things together, right? And so the blessing there may be to find a little bit more balance, right? Because when we've got that Two of Pentacles, we did say a little bit earlier, have you made some space and time for meeting new people, right? Are you willing to do that, right? Sometimes we want love, but it's like, but I don't want anything else to change. And that's not necessarily feasible, right? Inevitably, something is changing when something new comes in. So with the Two of Pentacles shows that there's a lot of things going on. And the blessing here is to prioritize and to find a little bit more balance so that you make space, make time for new love in your life. But also your ability to be flexible and adaptable is your blessing here as well. Sometimes on our path for love, we've got some very, very crystal clear things that we want out of a person, right? And a specific age or a specific career that they're in, right? You know, how many times have you heard a friend say, I want a doctor, I want a lawyer? Well, that may be in the cards for some of you, but that might not necessarily be the love that you deserve, right? Those professions tend to be very busy, right? And they don't always have a lot of time on their side, right? But so whatever it is, you know, your ability to be a little bit more open and flexible is the blessing for you. We've got your advice from Spirit, the Six of Wands. Ride high, my friends. The Six of Wands is an energy of victory, success, but it's also one of being in the spotlight. All right. Now, for some of you, you may have some career successes coming in here in the month of October. You've been working really hard, and this gives you a big sigh of relief, puts your mind at ease. Four of Swords. Okay. And then now I'm feeling good and I can open myself up to meeting new people. But the Six of Wands is showing you your advice from Spirit that if you put yourself out there and if you let yourself be seen and you be confident, people will see you for the value that you have. People will see you in a wonderful light, and you could just get a little bit of success. People choose you, right? They want to be around you. And it's a wonderful, wonderful energy, but we've got to let ourselves be seen. The Six of Wands is where we're at when we have overcome challenges in our lives, right? We've overcome the difficulties and challenges, and now we're ready to put ourselves in the spotlight again. Got a couple final messages here for you from Kuan Yin, the goddess of compassion and love and bringing some healing. And there's your first card. The Dance Unveiling. There is a situation in your life that is about to reveal itself to you with greater clarity. Just like sand shifting, the picture will seem clearer and quite different to how it once appeared to you. This clarity will bring you great relief and confirmation of your intuition. Be patient and allow the revelation to come to you at the perfect time. Your next message. Radiant Moon of Compassion. Kuan Yin sits upon a radiant moon of compassion, pouring forth the spiritual strength needed for you to liberate yourself from lower vibrational energies of fear and judgment, and shift into the vibration of freedom, love, and peace, where you naturally belong. You are being urged to use this power to grow spiritually and free yourself from a situation that would otherwise dim your bright spirit. Get ready to shine, my friends. I'll leave that there for you. I hope there was something here for you. If so, please do like, share, and subscribe. I thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have an absolute wonderfully magical October, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.